one population should be completely expelled.
Would you?
All the Jews expelled.
I just have one question.
Sure.
Do you actually believe in this?
Yes, I think that the hostages should be brought back.
I think the only time I will condemn Hamas if this actually happens. After all what happened,
They should not really. Bro, you're so
After those-
extreme.
after-
I know it's coming from a place of pain.
Oh no!
It is.
No, it's hate.
Creating more injustice is not a way to end injustice. So let's have a conversation about it. Are you Palestinian?
I'm Arab. I'm half.
Okay, so we're cousins.
No, bro, we're not.
No, Jews and Arabs are not cousins?
No. It's not about Jews and Arabs.
No, I'm asking you. I'm a Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I not your cousin?
You're not my cousin.
So why not?
No.
We're both descendants of Ibrahim, right?
Stuff like that.
What does it stand for? That we both have a right to live in the land. Israelis and Palestinians.
My friend, the problem.
Jews can live there.
Okay.
Not Israel.
Well, what's the difference?
I'll tell you what's the difference. We cannot coexist. We cannot have Israelis living on the same land.
What was the name of the land that the Jews were living on?
They were in Palestine. It was something
What
Christian.
was the name of the land?
Palestine.
No, it's called Israel.
It was called Israel.
Yeah, of course. Even in the
So all
Quran,
the-
we're Bani Israel, right?
Yeah, but no.
The land was called Israel. I'm not talking about the political
My
state.
friend,
I'm not talking about the
my
political
friend,
state.
Bani Israel.
People are Bani Israel.
Right, living in the land of Israel.
No.
Yes. There's no Palestine in the Quran. It doesn't say Palestine. The Jewish people, we're not a religion, we're a nation. Because if someone doesn't believe in the Quran, they're not a Muslim. If someone doesn't believe in Jesus, they're not a Christian. If someone doesn't believe in the Torah, they're still a Jew.
You're a Jew.
I'm a Jew.
Okay, so your religion is based on
Let's-
peace.
let's-
Your religion is based on peace. It's not based on any.
Don't assume my position, because actually, if you listen to what I say, I believe we should have a right to live from the river to the sea, all of us
But do you
equally.
believe that Israelis have a right for that? Land?
For me, an Israeli is the descendants of Bani Israel.
Okay, so
You see, we're using terms and defining it differently, which is why there's
How about
miscommunication.
kicking people out?
I'm not for Israelis being kicked out. I'm not for Palestinians being kicked out.
Where are Israelis going to settle?
And there's been Israelis have been kicked out. In 1948, in Hebron massacre in Hebron, there have been many times Israelis have been kicked out.
Where are they going to settle?
I want that Jews and Arabs, Israelis and Palestinians, whatever name we call this population, for all of us to be able to live in the sun equally from the river to the sea.
But
Do you support that as well?
no.
You don't support my right to live there?
My friend, my question to you is the Israelis that are coming from Poland, the US, Miami, all those places.
They're not actually from there. They were displaced there, now they're coming back. The same way Palestinians who are in the diaspora, even though they were born, let's say, in Canada,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean they're actually from Canada. They're from that land, right?
So they're going to settle where?
They should live in a place that they buy the land just like anyone who can buy the land freely. There's plenty of territory.
I'm not talking about the Israeli government.
Okay.
Talking about,
I'm not the Israeli government. Yeah.
I'm talking about now the Jewish people or people living in Israel.
Yes.
These people doesn't even want to live next to Palestinians because they have many reasons. One of them, they don't feel safe. I respect that. So at the end, it's not possible. If you need a solution, you need to talk to the people, both people,
Yeah.
then find a solution. But the bigger problem,
I 100%. That's what I'm here to do.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. 3 years ago, I wasn't even about any of this. I was a two-state solution guy, and I was very pro-Israel, believe it or not. That's who I was. But then some sense came in me that I can't stand for anything that they stand for. The fact that you could even think that these two nations could coexist one day is beyond me.
There's a reality that we've never tried to do, which is Israelis, people who are Bani Israel, not the people who support the government, and Palestinians, people who are from that land, not necessarily to support Fatah, Khalid Mashal, Hamas, who realize that we're cousins, who realize that we're family, realize that we inherited this conflict, and we start talking about what are the injustices we go through, what are the aspirations we need to create, and we work to build that together.
What do you think is going to happen?
The same way that there are many countries, the French and the German, and the French and the British, and the Chinese and the Japanese, even the Nazis that killed 6 million Jews, 10 years later, were supporting the right for Jews to live in the land. But you can make change. We can make change.
2024. This utopia that we're living in, it's only getting worse.
So what's the other option?
I have an option.
I do know, but I can't. I don't think you're going to be happy with
But
it.
that
I have
option
a
will never
question for
work.
you.
But that's what I'm hoping that could happen.
That one population is going to be killed completely and kicked out.
One population should be completely expelled.
Would you?
All the Jews expelled.
Designed.
Let's live in the land.
think the Israeli government is offering that for the Palestinians?
No.
That's it. So Israel can't exist.
I'll tell you this, all right? There's plenty upon plenty that I disagree with, and I'm against what the Israeli government is doing. I'm not the Israeli government. I don't have the power to create policies. What I do have the power is to be able to start having us engage with one another, change the mindset of our generation, and influence the change and influence the change from the bottom up.
Yeah.
That's what I can do.
Anyway, I just have one question.
Sure.
Do you actually believe in this?
Yes, I think the hostages should be brought back.
I think the only time I will condemn Hamas if this actually happens. After all what happened,
They should not really, bro. You're so
After those-
extreme.
after-
I know it's coming from a place of pain.
Oh, no.
It is.
No, it's hate.
Yeah,
and pain
but
at the same
but that's not how we're gonna. Creating more injustice is not a way to end injustice.
It's not gonna.
It's not that way, bro.
Coexistence.
It's not that way. Coexistence after justice, not just for the sake of saying coexistence.
Won't make a change. Palestinian people and Israel will
Yes,
make the change.
yes, I agree. That's why we're here to talk between Israelis and Palestinians. That's what we're here to do.